welcome to today's Fix My House. So today for you guys, I have this Fix My House special thing. This house, I don't actually know what it's called, don't remember, and I don't actually know a lot about it. But I can say that today's stories are a little different. Actually, today's one story. I have two. Okay. So my first one is, they're both school related, which is kind of weird. But okay, so my first story is about like filling in my credits. So like today I was like trying to figure out my credits, or like over the past couple of days I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with my credits and things like that. Like I wanted to fill in my credits for the next 2 years of high school because I'm a sophomore and I want to get that credity stuff done. You know, like credits and things like what I gotta do to graduate, basically. So I was doing that. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I was like, should I take French? Because I'm taking Spanish right now, and that's gonna take another credit next year. But I had like an open spot next year and senior year, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do French 1 and 2 because I did Spanish 1, and I'm gonna do Spanish 2 next year. And that'll be the end of my courses that I need to graduate high school. You don't technically need to take a language to graduate, but I wanted to take Spanish because I thought it would be easy. I was going to originally take ASL at the beginning of this year, but I kept getting headaches and I couldn't pay attention, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to get caught up. Plus, my teacher was a dick. And so, like, for 3 days I sat in his class and I didn't understand anything he was teaching us. And I was like, you know what, I gotta switch out because I'm getting headaches. I can't pay attention. I'm in the back of the room. I don't even, I don't know sign language. Plus, all of these people had like they had like in middle school they take a pre-American Sign Language class. So they do this kind of thing, and like they already know the letters and things like that, and I don't know anything. Like, I am a newbie at this, basically. And so, I guess that was something. Anyway, so for the first couple of days, I was just not into it, so I switched out and got into Spanish, which is definitely more my style. I will definitely say I'm happier in Spanish. My Spanish teacher's great. I think I've talked about her. She's energetic as hell, so that's something new, I guess. I'm not used to it, but I'll get used to it, I guess. It's fine. But trying to situate that sink was probably the hardest part for the beginning, I guess, because like it didn't want to situate, and I was like, eh. I was like trying to make it fit and trying to make everything go, like, because I wanted like extra stuff in the bathroom, but I didn't want like too much extra. Plus, I needed to put a shower in because I wanted to put a shower in, so I put one in. I was also watching Netflix when I was doing this. I will say that that's kind of like, I could have been doing better with my time. I was watching Netflix, so I was having a lot of issues with my internet as well at this time, which is not a good condition to watch Netflix in, because if you're having bad internet, then you're not going to be able to watch Netflix as well. But it's whatever, Anywho, let me get back into my story. So I'm in Spanish now, and I was filling in my credits. Okay, that's where I was at. I was filling in my credits. Jeez, I go off on tangents. But anyway, I was filling my credits, and I was like, I would rather sing. And so I was like, but like, because I didn't think you could like take multiple choir classes. Because like, I mean, right now I'm taking women's and vocal jazz, which is the class that I wake up early in the morning for, and then my third period class. But I was like, I wonder if I could take women's and chamber at the same time, plus vocal jazz. And that's gonna probably be a big issue, because, like, why would I want to do that to myself? But why not? Because I'll get to know all the music. Except men's, because I can't be in men's, because I'm not a bass. Although I have sung bass before, in the past. It's not preferred for my voice, though, for my range, to do bass. But I can do a bass note if I need to. I just can't hold it very long, so I can't do a lot of their songs. But Anyway, moving on. um, so I'm going to be taking 3 choir classes for the next 2 years in high school, if I continue to do vocal jazz, which I think I will. But I gotta make sure my dress still fits me next year, because if I grow at all, it'll not fit anymore, and that's gonna be very bad, because I need it to fit, because I need to use it for another year and a half, 2 years. Anyway, so I asked my choir teacher today, actually, about it, because I was like, because that popped into my mind when I was in women's choir today. I was like, well, yesterday, technically on Thursday, but I was like, can I do that? I was like, so I approached him after class, and I was like, I have a very, 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 very dumb question. He was like, well, I have the answer to that very dumb question, if it's a dumb question, because he doesn't believe that there's any dumb questions. So he was like, I have the answer to your question. And I was like, okay. So I was like, can, like, people be in multiple choirs at one time? Like, women's and chamber and jazz? And he was like, oh, yeah, I had a girl once that was in all 4. I was like, what? Like, I don't understand if she was actually in men's or she was just supporting. I don't know. But it's possible, and I'm gonna do it. So, I mean, plus, like, with the way I'm set up, because, like, it's different for me than it is for some of the people at my school, because, like, for a lot of the people, for basically everybody, it's different for everyone at my school, than it is for me, because, when I got to high school, like, from where I came from, South Carolina, they had the curriculum set up differently so that you could take high school classes in middle school. So I had 2 high school credits coming into high school already, which meant that a math credit and an English credit were already out of the way. So I don't have to take another, I only need 1 more year of English, and this is my last year of math, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about. But, anyway, this is my last year of math, which I'm very thankful for, because math sucks. But I have to talk to, because, like, my, career cruising plan thing says, like, it says, it's like, you have to put in the classes you're going to take next year. And what's funny is that my senior year is going to be so easy. I'm going to be taking 2 TA periods. So it was either, like, take 3 TA periods senior year, so basically not be at school at all, technically, like, you know, because that's the point. That was either take 3 TA periods senior year, or take 2 TA periods and a choir class, which I'm actually only going to take 1 TA class, one TA period senior year, because I'm going to do video production, I think. But I might just take the 2 TA periods, because that means I could study or, like, do stuff, because why not? Plus, next year when I do TA, I'm going to be TAing for my Spanish teacher from this year. I'm pretty sure, because she said she'd take me. I don't know if I told the story, but she was like, because we have Spanish names, and this was the day of the final. If I've told this story, I'm just going to tell it again, because I'm actually pretty proud that somebody actually wants to take me as their TA. Anyway, so it was the day of the final, and we were just taking, like, I didn't have to take the final because of my grade in the class. I had a 93, and she was like, 93 and above don't have to take the final, and I was like, fuck yes, because it wasn't that I didn't know the stuff, like, I did, because, you know, my grade was so good, I obviously knew it, but I just wasn't ready to take a final. I was watching Netflix. I was like, oh, I'm fucking dead. I'm out of here. Because it was my last class of the day, my last class of the week, because we had the next day off after finals, because finals is fucking terrible. Like, it was semester finals. So, I mean, anyway. But, so, we had like, I was just dead. I was done. I was not allowed to leave, though. I had to stay until the day was over, but my teacher did let me leave 5 minutes early, so that was nice, because she loves me, obviously. Plus, like, I'm the one that cleans up the class after, like, class is over every day. Like, I stay after school for a couple of minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes, to, like, put the chairs away, clean up all the trash off the tables if there's any, and stuff like that. Like, I do that. Like, that's me. I'm a teacher's pet. I will admit, her class, I'm a TP. I'm also a TP in my choir class, because, obviously, like, I don't necessarily go out of my way in choir to do stuff for my choir teacher, which I should, but, like, my Spanish class, I just love Spanish. Like, I love my Spanish teacher. She's 100% my favorite female teacher right now. My favorite male teacher is definitely my choir teacher. But, like, they're tied for first place, my choir teacher and my Spanish teacher, because they're both great teachers, and I can't pick between them. And if either of them were watching this video, I'd want them to know that I love them both very much, because they're very sweet, sweet people. My choir teacher has helped me in many ways, and my Spanish teacher understands Spanish, and she helps teach me, and she does nice things. Of course, my choir teacher teaches me too, but he teaches me in a different way. Like, you should not treat children like they're children, and you should treat them like you would treat adults, because they're technically not babies, they're small humans. Like, they're small adults. They just aren't the same size as you, and so you should treat them with the same respect you treat adults with, because one day they will be adults and they will run the country. That's just something he says. That's a philosophy he has. I don't know. I agree with it for the most part, you know. Kids are kids, yeah, but they're still people, they're still humans, and they are the next generation of the country. So, I mean, you should treat them with a little bit of respect, since they're going to be making the decisions for the next generations, you know. I guess I agree with it, so, I mean, you know, but anyway, I don't know. Oh, I didn't tell my other story. Wow, I was so caught up with, like, talking and talking and talking. Wow. Okay, so my last story before I go. My last story is that we made s'mores yesterday, on Thursday, in my chemistry class, and I almost burned myself. I think that's something that I usually go through, was almost burning myself, but we were, like, doing s'mores, so there's marshmallows involved, obviously, but, like, the person that I was working with, I've talked about him before, crap, I just remembered another story I could have told, that I promised I'd tell. You know what, I promised that the story that I was going to tell, that I've talked about this guy before, I will tell that story Monday. I promise. I'll try to remind myself. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so he didn't want, like, one of the people that I was working with didn't want to melt their own marshmallows, because they don't like marshmallows, I guess. That's what they said. They were like, I don't like marshmallows. And I was like, okay, well, I'll melt your marshmallows and you can eat them. And he was like, but I don't like marshmallows. And I was like, well, that's just too bad. But he ended up eating the marshmallows, because he said, I'm not going to eat them, I'm not going to eat them, I'm not going to eat them. But then he ate them. Like, okay, but you don't like them, so, like, why'd you eat them? And I was like, I'm so done. Like, you know, like, you don't like marshmallows, then why the did you eat them? Like, come on, don't be stupid. Just don't, okay? Okay. Anyway, before I get mad, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, do not forget to leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe, because I put in new videos all the time. My schedule is in my About Me, and I hope you had a great day or night wherever on the world, and I will see you all later. Alright, bye everyone.